Yo, 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 yo. What is
What's up, my
good?
guy? What's going on,
Man,
brother?
same old, my guy. Just enjoyed a little bit of college football today. Drank me some cold beers.
Yeah,
Just enjoyed the day, man. It was a very interesting day today, to say the least. We're going to get into all that.
bet. Let's do it, man. We got a house divided. My name is Corey Hilly. The man next to me, Brandon Hill. Hey, if you've been here before, you know what it is. If it's your first time, me Casa Sukasa, B Hill, talk to him, and let's jump into this week 8 crazy day of
Got,
football.
hey, guys, real easy before we hop into this thing. If y'all don't mind, just go ahead, tap that subscribe button, hit the like button as well if you like our content. Also, as well, if you guys don't mind, hop down there. We always want to hear from you guys in those comments, everything else. Guys, this is crazy. Today was absolutely crazy. What do you want
I,
to start with, Corey? You just want to start with this Oklahoma
man,
game, get
let's
this one
start
off the
with
plate?
OU. We'll start there, man, because like you said, man, this is a day where we had a couple top teams that had to survive. You guys, we'll talk
We
about
passed it.
Texas here in a minute. But let's jump off with this OU, man. I watched this game. This is probably the first OU game in a while that I won't say it, probably the second or third one this season that I watched from beginning to end. And oh my goodness. I know you had to be sweating bullets over there, my man. We talked at halftime. You guys were down 23-17 going into the fourth quarter. Now be honest with me, bro. At any point were you a little bit nervous in the fourth quarter?
No, I wasn't. I
Stop
really wasn't.
lying.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
Come
not lying.
on, man.
No, no. Can I explain?
Yeah,
You
go
asked
ahead.
me. You asked me a question. Let me
Go ahead.
explain.
Go
In
ahead.
fairness,
Yeah.
so basically, man, last year I would have been nervous. This year I wasn't. I wasn't just simply because I feel like we got those players on defense, Corey. We're gonna make those plays now. We are making those plays that we need to make to be able to win the football game. Was this an ugly game? Yes. Something I do want to point out though, Plumlee being back for UCF, they are a completely different football team than they are with their backup quarterback. I just want to point that out. I'm not making excuses or anything. We should have blown UCF out today, and we absolutely did not. A lot of it was our own doing. We looked very lethargic today, Corey. We didn't look like, UCF came out with everything. Everything. They threw the kitchen sink at us today. And the busted coverage by Woody Washington on coverage in that second quarter, that was absolutely unacceptable. Um, just things that just piled up in this game, but to come out with the victory, that's what you need. You're going to have these kind of games in college football. I don't care what team you are. Everybody has them every single week. The fact that we came out and actually got a W. Yeah, and this play sequence right there that led up to that touchdown that you're showing right there, Corey,
Yeah.
was absolutely trash. That was absolutely trash. And it just, you called me after it, or I called you, or whatever. But, dude, the guy, yes, should he have stood over him and taunted? No, shouldn't have. Especially because we know who we are. We're Oklahoma. We're leaving for the SEC. The Big 12 refs are going to call that on anybody on our team at any given time that they get a chance to.
Right.
Okay? So, but we have to recognize that as a team. We can't do that. We can't make those.
We love our house.
Now,
It's
I get it, though. Honestly, though, Corey, it pissed me off, though, bro, because we was about to stop them. We was about to stop them.
Yeah.
So you figure that's 7 points they got there, and then the 2 missed field goals that we had because our field goal kicker is absolute trash. So those kind of things are like glaring weaknesses that bother me, Corey. Because when you get into a close game with a good football team, they'll be able to expose those weaknesses. We
Yeah.
got lucky today that UCF was not able to expose those, but not having a field goal, you got to have a good field goal kicker. You just have to, because there's
What
times
was
you have
that
to kick.
about? You
It
missed
just,
2 in the first quarter. Like those are gimmies, right?
man, I would have went for it on fourth down if it were me, knowing that that was going to be the outcome.
Right.
But I mean, overall, man, it was an ugly ass game. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it any other way. But
Yeah.
for us to come out in a victory and win this game, 7-0, Corey, I'm good. I'm chilling.
You're good.
You know what I mean? It was a
Yeah.
week after, or a week, 2 weeks after Texas. We had the bye week.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'll say this. I thought Gavin Sawchuk was a nice addition to the run game this week because up until that point in the fourth quarter, y'all had been struggling to run the ball. He started finding some space in those 2 4-quarter drives where y'all got the 2 back-to-back touchdown drives. The boy Nick Anderson, man, how many touchdowns does he have on a season?
I think he's got something like 6 or 7 of them on the
I want
year.
to
If
say it's
I'm not
like 7
mistaken.
or 8 now. Like the dude, all he does is catch his touchdowns. I don't think he has a boatload of receptions, but he does have a shitload of touchdowns.
Yeah.
So that big play factor was there for y'all today. The turnover, I think, to start the half off hurt, right? I think if UCF would have cashed that in for a touchdown, things might have been a little different. But you know what? I think you brought up a good point. You know, you just played the biggest game you're going to play all year in the Red River. Then you get a bye week coming off of that. On top of that, it's an 11 a.m. kickoff. You know, usually
Man.
the home crowd isn't really lathered up, right? Everybody's still a little bit sleepy. So I just think y'all got off to a slow start, man, and then you turned it up when you needed to in the fourth quarter and got the dub. So it was a good win for y'all. I mean,
Hey.
I think y'all would have wanted it to be a little prettier, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Against a team that's that's winless in the conference. But when it came down to crunch time and you really had to have it, y'all had it.
It was big though, Corey. It's not getting talked about enough, and it's going to be looking like if you look, UCF, a 3-4 football team now after this game, you're going to look at this team and be like, oh, they're no good, this and that. That quarterback that they have is no joke, and they are a much different football team when they have him on the field. Now, again, I digress. OU should have mopped the field up with this team today, but it is what. Hey, Steven, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay if you're a little nervous. It's not a big deal. We handled our business, though. We handled our business. And good teams find ways to win games like this. Because, like I mentioned earlier, everybody goes through it. And this one right here, bud. Let's break this. Quinn Ewers.
I want to go to the game cast on this one.
I don't like talking trash on a player getting injured, and I'm not going to do that by any means necessary. But it's just tragic. It's tragic.
What's the state of the injury? Do we know how bad it is? Is he out for the year?
I heard it was a collarbone. That's all I know. I think more tests are going to be done tomorrow. But yeah, it was a collarbone. He was in a sling after the game.
That's
so
tough.
It is tough. It is tough. But
you look at the way the game was going for him, though. I mean, they were up 21-0. I'm assuming when he went out, they were up 21-0, and then things started to go south for him.
I think he got hurt later in the game. I could be mistaken.
Later?
I could be mistaken. Don't call me. I mean, Steven, if you know my guy, you let us know whenever Quinn went out in this game. I'm sure Steven knows. But man, because I didn't get a chance to watch this game. I'll be completely honest. I drank a few beers during the OU game, and it was kind of nap time for me after we won that game. That was one of those games that kind of wears me out. But
yeah.
I mean, sitting here though, looking at this, I did hear about that spot though that they gave.
It was a terrible spot. I caught the last 5 minutes of this game. Shoot, man, 3rd and 1, I believe it was 3rd and something. The kid got the first down. It was the shittiest spot you'll ever see in your lifetime.
Yeah.
Bro. And then Houston threw for it on 4th down and inches, and it was just a bad rollout pass to the right. Bad pass by the quarterback, and that was the end of the game, man. It sucks. That it should have been the first down. Houston should have had 4 shots at the end zone. I don't know what the hell those refs are doing. You would think it would go in Houston's favor, especially with Texas leaving the Big 12. You know what I mean? We talk about the bias and the refereeing. That shouldn't have happened, bro. So they absolutely got robbed on that. I will say that.
So he got injured in the second, but he stayed out there until the fourth when he couldn't play due to more pain. So that's tough. You don't like to see that, Corey. I mean, even for Texas, as much as I hate them, I don't want to see anybody get injured at any time, no matter what it is. But man,
what does that leave Texas going forward?
That's exactly what I was just about to ask. What's your opinions, Corey, on a Texas football team without Quinn Ewers?
You gotta look at the rest of their schedule.
I mean, it's looking a little bit scary. K-State, TCU, Iowa State, Texas Tech, all those games. Those are all you cannot sleep on them. You weren't sleeping on those games with Quinn.
No, you weren't. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's a good point. It's gonna be tough sledding. Who's their backup quarterback? It's not gonna be Arch.
It's Malik Murphy.
Okay, so
he's very capable. It's just, man, my thing is if Malik Murphy's as good as what everybody tries to make him out to be, why was Quinn out there playing hurt? Should be able to put him just in the game and be able to go on and make it to where Quinn don't have to risk further injury.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
I think there's something brewing over there in Texas, and it's not good. And hey, sorry about you guys. It really pains my heart, Corey, to just see Texas struggle. It really does. It just pains me.
Yeah.
Especially, but it couldn't have been on a better day because I'll be completely honest with OU struggling the way that they did today. Texas coming out and playing like that, I'm fine with it. Let's talk about it though, Corey. Come on. We need to give some credit where credit is due. The floor is yours, my friend. Let's talk about this.
Okie Light, as my boy Steven would like to say. We're here. Okie Light, 3-game winning streak. We go into Morgantown. We complete the revenge tour. We take out every team that had beaten us last year in this 3-game stretch. Started with Kansas State at home 3 weeks ago. Capped it off another one. Kansas got us last year. We beat them last week. And then we roll into Morgantown today, 48-34. My man, look, this guy right here that I'm about to bring up, this guy right here, hold on. Let me get the box score so you can see. He went say something.
Yeah, it's right there. I popped it.
I can't see it because I'm scrolling this page.
Oh, it's in Ollie We Trust is what he's
in Ollie We Trust. My man had 29 carries, 282 yards, and 4 touchdowns. So that guy right there, the past 3 weeks, I think has been the best running back in college football. We've heard about this all season. If you follow Oklahoma State football and them talking about this new run game that they were going to unveil this year, and we didn't see any of that in the first 4 weeks. But when Big 12 play started, this man, Ollie Gordon, started to show up. He carried us today. He was phenomenal. We got some timely plays from Brennan Presley. And it was a back-and-forth game. It was 27-27 with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And then from that moment on, Ollie Gordon had a 48-yard touchdown, a 51-yard touchdown, and he absolutely iced and took over the game. Alan Bowman was solid, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, 24 for 36, 210 yards. I think he was just steady Eddie for us. And we got another dub, man. So I'm happy about where we're going. We got homecoming next week. We get Cincinnati at home. And then the week after that, it's Bedlam. So, hey, 3-1 in the conference. Can't complain. We're tied for second place right now. We got to get a win over Cincinnati at home. And then you look at you start to look towards Bedlam.
You guys will beat Cincinnati.
I hope so. I think we will too. But,
you should.
We're not in a position to start counting, saying that we're just going to for sure be beating people. You know what I mean? We're a long ways from that. But I'm happy. I can't. If you'd have told me we'd be 3-1 in conference after the South Alabama loss and we'd be
Right.
5-2 at this point, I'd have laughed in your face, bro. So
yeah, because you were literally saying that you don't see another win on the game. You didn't think that they were going to get bowl eligible.
no,
I mean, all of those things. You were talking all of that. I mean, you were completely out on them Okie Light Cowboys, or sorry, Oklahoma State Cowboys. let me correct myself and get some credit where credit is due.
Did you see the South Alabama game? Did you see how bad that game was? Would you have any hope for your team after watching that performance?
Absolutely not. Did you watch the whole game?
I watched the whole game, every snap.
You're a soldier. You are a soldier.
That's my team, man. I played there. I'm an alum. So, hey, look, it's a far cry from where we were against South Alabama. It's a completely different team.
Absolutely.
It's a completely different team. I wish this version of the team would have played South Alabama.
Do me
if
a
we
favor.
Can have this version of this team. What's up?
Pull Oklahoma State's schedule up, if you don't mind. Pull it up for me. Get that up here on this screen. Let me look at this. So, okay, you got Cincinnati, you got Oklahoma, you got UCF, you got Houston, and you got BYU. The only team right there, I mean, okay, let's look. You're 5-2 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you lose.
I just want to get this next one.
I mean, you're not. Let's be real, man. You're not about to beat Oklahoma. I hope you're not believing that. Don't fall for that hype. Banana in the tail.
After the day, I think anything's possible.
No, don't chill.
Yeah. After the day, bro, anything's possible, my man.
No, that's not about to happen. I just want to make sure that I'm trying to humble you right now, my friend. I don't want you to get a little too high.
No, that's fine. You can do that, but I'm just saying, after the day, look, if I were you, I wouldn't be. After the day, what I saw from your team, I wouldn't be saying I wouldn't be that confident.
Hey, we're 7-0. We ain't lost to South Alabama.
That's fine, but you damn near lost to UCF.
Damn near, but we didn't.
They moved the ball up and down on that daunted defense, that everybody's supposed to be scared of. So I don't think we're gonna win, but I don't think it's out the realm of possibility.
I'm poking the bear, my friend. I'm just messing with you. But realistically speaking, Corey, you guys are 5-2 right now.
Yeah.
5-2, right?
Yeah.
Let's just sit here and play that you guys win every game except for the OU game.
Mm-hmm.
For you guys to be sitting there at 9-3 at the end of the season, after everything that happened in the offseason, going into next year and going into bowl season, are you not satisfied as an Oklahoma State fan to finish 9-3 this year?
Hell yeah.
You see what I mean? So,
yeah.
And you have that. Hell, even if you pull off the dramatic upset and you beat Oklahoma in the last Bedlam game.
Yeah.
You guys do that. I mean, you're talking Big 12 title berth.
Yeah.
Wherever Big 12 championship game. So,
yeah.
Look, everything is out in front of you guys for you guys to make something out of nothing this season. And I'm with you, Corey. After you guys lost to South Alabama, I thought there's no way in hell this is possible. There's no way. But hey, man, they handled their business.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think of Oklahoma State right now, man. It's kind of, to me, that you never know what Oklahoma State team you're going to get week to week is what it looks like to me. Now, these last 3 weeks, they've handled their business. They've gotten into Big 12 play, sometimes common opponents, people that you know who you face every single season. You can kind of figure them out a little bit better. But, man, congrats to you guys. Congrats.
I appreciate it.
Man, until Bedlam, I hope y'all keep winning, man. We need good wins to stack up on our resume, so just keep winning for us.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll trade. I would happily go 1-5 these last 5 if the one is against Oklahoma. I'll say that. I'd take 4 losses and the 1 win being in Bedlam.
Especially the last one. The last one. I mean, I know. Nice. Hey, here's the thing. I know all bets are off in that damn game. It's ironic as hell that it's in Stillwater.
Stillwater, I know.
So I mean, y'all stadium, that place is crazy. You be smacking on the damn wall the whole game, everything.
Yeah.
But you know what? Come third or fourth quarter when we're busting that ass, y'all don't smack on the wall so much anymore. They kind of calm down on that. When they start losing, they don't be smacking no more for some
I'm
reason.
gonna save all of these clips just in case we
Hey,
win.
go ahead. You save them all for all the OSU fans out there. Just please smack on the wall the whole game for me. Just smack on the wall the whole game. I just want to hear it the whole game. Last Bedlam, you got to smack on the wall the whole game. All right, I'm good. I'm done trolling now. Let's move on.
Let's just do a little Big 12 quick recap here. See, Texas Tech is going down. Man, this was my dark horse to kind of be in there as a contender this year, and they have not looked like it. BYU fixing to get an upset over Texas Tech right now, which is crazy. Anything on that one? Crazy, right?
Texas Tech was supposed to be one of those teams that was I picked them to make the Big 12 title game in my preseason predictions.
Yeah, I was high on them too.
So I thought I thought they were going to be something.
Delivery on over.
Oh, the holidays coming to the Home Depot, huh? Get it.
Holiday. Hey, look at this one. Yee.
That's not surprising. It's not surprising.
Man. It's really not. But you would think, God damn, TCU.
TCU
I think that week,
that
first week, literally shattered everything that they had because they were riding high off.
They didn't have nothing before that first week. I told you coming into the season at TCU, losing all those players, they lost their quarterback. They ain't gonna be the same team. They was beneficiaries of the freaking 6-year COVID year that everybody got, and they had grown-ass men out there last year, and they're gone. They got a bunch of puppies now that ain't very good because they don't get that good of recruiting classes. It is what it is. This is what happens when you don't recruit well. That's what happens. Evidence is there. The Baylor game actually, that Baylor, I mean, dude, let's just be honest and call it what it is. The Big 12 is absolute trash.
Yeah.
It's garbage as like a whole conference. I'm just kind of looking. There's a bunch of 3-4, 5-2. There's just.
Yeah. If you look at the newcomers, like Cincinnati's 0-4 in the Big 12 right now. Houston's 1-3. UCF's 0-4, and BYU's fixing to be 2-2.
Pull the standings up here real quick. Where are we at right now in Big 12? Pull those standings up. Let's take a look here.
All right, hold on. I think if I just go to one of the game casts, it
it's
pops
up. No, it's up at the top. It's up at the top.
Oh, was it? We can look at it from right here.
We got it right there. That works too. Okay. So
it's all your traditional teams, and if you really look at it, man, all the newcomers are sitting there at the bottom. All right, BYU, Houston, UCF, Cincinnati. They're all struggling.
If you would have told me at the beginning of this season too, Iowa State's another one of those teams. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And the only conference loss that they had was against Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just saying.
They're surprising right now. I think Oklahoma State being 3-1, we just talked about, that's a surprise. I kind of expected Kansas State to kind of be where they were. West Virginia 2-2 now. Texas Tech, we both agreed. You know what I mean? Disappointing for them.
That's Baylor, very disappointing.
Yeah. Baylor, who won the conference 2 years ago, sitting at 3-4. And then you got Kansas at 5-2, which I think they're happy with. Anything, a 6-win Kansas football team, I mean, for them is a plus, right? For a basketball school like Kansas, who never does good in football. So, yeah, you guys are still leading the charge there. It's interesting, the Texas injury, what Murphy's going to do. I mean, if Texas falls out of it, you really got a 3-team race going forward between K-State, Oklahoma State, and Iowa State. Now the deal. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm here to say right now, I'm going to make a bold prediction. Bold. It's very bold. If that Quinn Ewers injury is something that lasts, and Malik Murphy, and they ain't all hyped up to be, and they lose some games, and we don't play a Texas team, because let's just be honest. All jokes aside, Corey, Texas is the next best team in the Big 12 right now, talent-wise, on paper. They are the only team that can legitimately match up with an Oklahoma squad in a Big 12 title game. And that's
Right.
no slight or any shit on any other team. I mean, I'm
No,
not
yeah,
trying to
it's the
sit here and
truth.
be like that. Just being honest.
Yeah.
If Texas does not make the Big 12 title game, Oklahoma's going to the college football playoff. You can book it now. Right now. I don't think that Oklahoma is going to lose another game this season. I'm going to call it right now. Yes, there is some games in there that you definitely have to be cautioned for, a la Bedlam, last Bedlam in Stillwater, and a la BYU and Provo. I just think that that's just one of those games that's kind of, you don't know. But, dude, am I crazy in saying that, Corey? Is that crazy?
No, I think you're a little premature because last
Get
week
it?
when we broke down the schedule after Red River, we chalked this UCF game up as like not even a factor in the last 6 games.
Come
I
on,
just
dude.
if I was a Sooner fan, I was just today would make me just a little bit,
I'm pessimistically optimistic. Is that a fair word to say right there? Do you like that? That's where I'm at right now, okay? I'm just hey. After going 6
Geico
and
makes car
7
insurance easy.
to be
Enjoy
sitting
your
at
flight.
7-0,
As easy as
Geico, I need you to calm down.
Yeah.
But no, to be 6 and 7 last year, Corey, and then sit at 7-0 right now. Come on, man. Come
Yeah.
on. I'm good.
No.
I'm on cloud 9 right now. I'm enjoying my season.
Yeah.
Let's go Duke, though. Can I just mention that? Seeing they're looking, let's go.
Do you want to
You
talk
wanna
about that
talk-
one real quick?
Yes, because you want to talk about a game to where I need Florida State to lose today because Oklahoma had one of those games today. And if we could potentially move up in the standings because Florida State lost, I'll take it. I would take it.
Florida
So-
State's got the ball. They're driving apparently. Going in
I
there
mean-
about the 30-yard line. So fourth quarter, man, who would have thought Duke, my guy?
I'm happy for
Duke.
that run. I'm happy for that quarterback, though, that he's back. Or is that a game? Is that – never mind.
Wow.
out again. Is he out again? Is that like a new one, or are they just
Yeah. No, that happened just now.
it's tragic? Wow.
Yeah.
As I
Can we
was
watch
just getting
it?
ready to say, I don't
Geico
want
makes-
to do that to the guy.
I just want
I
to
don't
see what
like-
happened.
Yikes. It's probably really bad. I don't like watching. Why do they do that? See, if I was a player, I'd be pissed off if you had my replay on my injury. You know
No,
what
look,
I mean? Like, for
yeah.
real. Like, why are y'all doing this?
Geico makes car.
These ads kill me. I want to see. I don't think they'll post it if it's really, really gruesome, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see if it's a contact or non-contact injury. What happened?
It's probably contact. He'd be out there, man. That's tragic, though, man.
Or they just not gonna play it?
Steven said it happened right when we went live, but man, I'm just
Damn.
that's tough.
Duke gets
tough.
this win, man. They're in the driver's seat in that conference. I'll tell you that right now.
FSU's in the red zone. Tragic.
And there's no
tragic.
hey, look at this. There's no coastal and whatever their 2 divisions was. You know what I mean? They're in the Atlantic. It's all so these 2 teams can see each other again. You got Louisville sitting there at 3-1, 6-1 on overall. North Carolina, let's go look at that score because that's gonna have a lot to say,
They were losing.
losing to
last I
Virginia
seen.
last I saw.
They was losing.
And
they
they
lost.
lost.
Wow.
Wow.
That's your classic Mac Brown mess up game. That's
So,
Mac. That's so Mac
effing
Brown.
Virginia.
That is so Mac Brown of them.
Wow.
That's all I got to say. You know, shout out to Virginia, though. Everything that happened to them last season with all that stuff that went down.
Yeah.
Shout out to them to get a big win on the road at North Carolina against a top 10 team. Shout out to them. So
They erased a 10-point lead, too. I mean, they were
I
down
love
20. Third quarter, they come back and get a touchdown, field goal tied up. UNC kicks a field goal, and then they score and they hold them.
Handle
Good
their
for
business.
Virginia, man.
Handle their business.
Wow.
That's what's up. Because they had like a mass exodus too after last season. So
Mm-hmm. That's a big win for
that
them.
that
That is
was
a Mac Brown
crazy.
thing, though, bro. Top 10. I can't remember the last time North Carolina had a top 10 football team and quickly
I can't
just
believe they lost
dropped
that game.
out.
That's college football for you, right there, though, man.
It is, man.
It's just it's called. I mean, look at the today. It was weird. Let's go Utah.
Uh-oh.
Let's go Utah.
Is
Did they just
USC going to win
score?
another game?
Yikes. No, man. Yikes. I don't know, bro.
Now, look at
They're-
this. They're 4-0 in conference. Their only losses to Notre Dame, who's not a Pac-12 opponent, right? They're not in the Pac-12. So they're technically still leading the conference, right? But you drop this one, you're going to be tied with, Oregon and Oregon State. I want to see the rest of their schedule because
It's not good. It's not good for them.
I think we talked about this last week, did we
It's
not?
very, very tough.
Oh, man. You dropped this one. That's 2 L's in a
Yikes.
row. All right.
Like
And
3 or
then
4
you
L's.
still got to
3
play
or 4.
Washington and Oregon and UCLA.
They lucky they ain't got to play Oregon State this year. That'd be another loss.
You think that'd be another one?
Man, imagine if they wasn't playing Cal and they had Oregon State, Washington, Oregon, UCLA. Yikes. Yeah, I think they beat Cal. I think they beat UCLA, but I don't see them beating a Washington or an Oregon. I don't. And I say those other 2 games with I have no confidence in this team at all. I mean,
No, how could you?
Caleb is looking, dare I say, average. He been on ever since he been doing them damn commercials, man. It ain't been working for the guy. I mean, I'm just saying. After that performance he had against Notre Dame, this one too right here. This was another game right here. Harrison Jr. is a absolute beast.
What did he go for? Was it 11 catches?
I can't remember exactly. This game was on at the same time as my OU game, so
yeah, I watched most of the OU game. I checked in on this one periodically. We can go to the box score and look at what we got going on here.
He's a dude.
Kyle McCord was average, but he wasn't average throwing the ball. This dude, 11 receptions, 162 yards, 1 touchdown. Talking about this game, you got to talk about the fumble recovery that did not hold up because of the holding call. That was ridiculous, right? Marvin Harrison got held. Ohio State was gone in a drive. Quarterback gets hit. Penn State picks it up, returns it all the way for a touchdown, only for it to get called back, and Ohio State was scoring that drive and never relinquished the lead. It was 10-6 at halftime, I believe. And then you can see what happened the rest of the game, 20-12, kind of an ugly score. 2 good defensive teams. Penn State, man, that was my preseason pick to win the Big Ten, bro, and they just kind of fumbled the bag right there.
That just got fumbled. That's not a good one. You can't lose that game if you want to win the conference.
No.
But, man, I mean, I just keep looking at Michigan, though, man. They look like the cream of the crop in the Big Ten right now, personally. Especially, I mean, look at how they just dismantled freaking Michigan State today.
Michigan
you know
State
what I mean?
Sucks, though, bro.
I appreciate that. I really, really do. I'm just saying that Michigan is doing what they're supposed to do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're winning games, and they're winning games with no doubt whatsoever.
Right.
You are not doubting them. They look man, USC is trash.
I thought it was 28-20. They took it off the board.
They must have. Must have been a play that got taken off the board or something. Steven, I agree with you on this take right here.
What
that is the surprise team of the year is actually Mizzou, and I would have to accept that as a fair statement because look at them. They're 7-1 right now and 3-1.
7-1. When do they play Georgia? When is that game coming up?
I don't know if they do. Oh yeah, they do next week.
Oh,
at number 1 Georgia.
At Georgia.
I ain't picking freaking Mizzou.
Nah,
Neither
hey,
do
if
you.
you remember last year, Georgia did the one close game Georgia had all season
It was
was
them.
against Missouri. They were down in the fourth quarter, I believe, 22-12 in the fourth
Drink
quarter.
Drinkowitz is coaching for his job this season, my guy. I mean,
And
he's doing a
he's doing a
phenomenal
good
job.
job. He saved his
Uh,
damn job. I tell you that.
I think that he still saved it because they got like a top 5 player in the nation in Williams Nawari coming in, defensive line recruit that was out of Missouri. He's also looking at scooping up like a 5-star receiver. When you get those type of players added to your staff, they kind of let you kind of play that out a little bit because in these days, recruits don't necessarily pick colleges, they're picking coaches.
Right.
Sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunate to say, but there's a few of them out there that like to just play for the school, but there's a lot of guys that go because of the coach. I mean, look at that schedule, though, man. We're really going to find out who Missouri is. So you got Georgia, then they got Tennessee, you got Florida, and at Arkansas.
They'll beat Florida and Arkansas. If I had to pick today, I think they'd beat Tennessee, to be honest with you, too.
I think they would, too. Tennessee didn't look very good today against Alabama. Man, I think Georgia's – we're going to find out a lot about Missouri next week. Now, if Missouri pulls up in there to Athens and they beat Georgia, we're having a whole totally different conversation about this football team.
Yeah.
Like there's just no doubt about it, but
yeah,
that's not about to happen. Let's just be
no,
real.
I don't see that happening either. Go into Athens. You go into Athens and you beat the number 1 team in the country, the 2-time defending champions.
Doesn't happen. Nobody does that. There's not many people that do things like that. Let's talk about that Tennessee-Alabama game right there, 34-20. I'm going to be completely honest with you, man. Alabama's surprising me. And that's crazy to say that Alabama is surprising. They're starting to find their rhythm. They're starting to get a groove.
Yeah, they are. Look, Tennessee was up 20-7 in this game, by the way. I watched the first half highlights, and they were controlling the game. Now, a lot of things happen officiating-wise. You have to go and look at the press conference. They asked Josh Heupel, the coach of the Tennessee Vols, do you think the officiating was one-sided? And he took about a 30-second, no lie, about a 30-second pause where he didn't say anything. He's just slapping the podium and said, next question. So apparently there's some officiating. I think Alabama got gifted some good officiating today.
No.
That's what happened. Never, right?
No
right?
way.
But you really can't make that argument, B, when you're up 20-7, right? You know what I mean? Like I know you can say officiating wasn't good, but damn it, man, you had a 13-point lead in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to handle business and close the deal. And for you to come out in the second half and not score a single point is unacceptable.
Right.
It's unacceptable. And you gave up 27 in return. Like, you got to outscore 27-0 in the second half.
Yeah.
That just, credit to Nick Saban again for everybody that thought that dynasty was over, me included. I thought that they were going to lose at least 2 to 3 games this year. Look at them. They're 7-1 and they're 5-0 in the SEC.
SEC, yeah.
And
that's what spotty quarterback play, right? Milroe has not been like, oh my gosh.
Well, the thing is, though, is when you have the type of talent and the type of athletes that Alabama has, you can kind of overcome a little bit of bad quarterback play every now and then. And you can beat teams with just your sheer talent.
Right.
Like, just you're more talented than almost everybody else in the nation. So, tell me about this when you said, what happened?
We got to watch this, brother.
I want to watch this. I want to watch this. Did they absolutely home?
Minnesota up 12-10, about 1:15 left, punting to Iowa. And I'm just going to let this play out. Now, you see the hand motion he did, all right? I'm going to go back a little bit.
That was a fair catch. Oh, no.
That's what they –
He was doing He was doing this.
And so this is what happens on the play.
Oh, they called it, and they said that he did a fair catch.
Did
they say he did a fair catch?
They said he did a fair catch. They went back and reviewed it, all right? So as the play happened out, there's no flags, nothing. Okay. And so everybody's thinking that's a go-ahead touchdown.
He's just saying,
They get a call from the booth. The booth calls in and says, "Hey, we got to look at this." He claims he was waving them off because the punt was going towards the sideline. Right? Look at his hand.
That's tragic.
They said the upstairs officials said that's a fair catch wave, and they took that touchdown off the board.
I ain't never seen a fair catch like that. Wow. You want to talk about just like being wow. Yeah. That ain't right, man. These refs sometimes, man, it's just you can't say nothing about them because you'll get in trouble. You know what I mean? It's just
right.
It's really some of it's just unacceptable in some of the things that they do. That man. I mean, I could care less one way or another on the outcome of that game, but that's not good. That's bad.
You feel bad for the kid because he made an incredible play, right?
Absolutely. In a big time point in the game. I mean, a minute and something left. You go score a touchdown there, you're putting the pressure back on Minnesota to have to go score. I mean, man, and the thing is Iowa's got a stifling defense, Corey. Thing is they can't score to save their damn life.
Yeah,
they suck. They're probably the worst offense in all of college football. Like all of college football.
It's got to be.
It's one of the worst. But that defense.
We can go look it up. Hold on.
It's trash. It's absolute trash. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, it is garbage.
Oh,
shit. They're the worst. They're all the way at the bottom. I guarantee it. Scroll on. No Iowa. You still don't see Iowa on there. Look at that. Look at that. They're the worst. They're the worst.
Look at the teams. Look at the teams in the conversation with them. Eastern Michigan, Kent State, Ball State, Bowling Green.
The thing that's crazy, Corey, is before they lost that game, they were ranked number 24.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, that's insane. That's insane right there.
Now look, if I go to if you go to defensive leaders.
Oh, they're one of the best. They're up there.
They got to be top 10, right?
Hey, look at them Sooners, though, baby.
Yeah.
Look at them Sooners.
They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 11th.
The Sooners got a better defense than Iowa. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have guessed that one.
Points per game wise. Yeah.
Look at the Ohio Bobcats over there. Is that the real OU?
Where are you guys offensively? We got to look at y'all offensive wise before we get out of here. Now look, passing, you're number 4.
Yeah, we're up there. Oh, we're up there. We're top 5, top 10 at least. Top 10.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Damn, you guys got a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense.
Got to. That's championship pedigree right there, my friend.
We're
different. We're different.
Just to go back and circle back on the win today for y'all, I did say it last week that, the thing that might hurt y'all is the rushing attack. And so
that was a glaring weakness today, Corey, and it almost got exposed. It really did. I seen some things though from Gavin Sawchuk. He got some runs going there. He got kind of loose on a couple of them. But the thing is this should have been a game, Corey, that we should have absolutely ran the ball with ease because UCF is like one of the worst rushing defenses in all of college football.
Right.
And the fact that's some things to where it's kind of like, okay, radar, I'm a little cause for concern. Pause a little bit. Stay humble as an OU fan. You can be beat. Anybody can be beat. But at the end of the day, we're 7-0. And it's on to Lawrence. We're going to Lawrence.
Yeah.
We better play better than we did today next week at Kansas.
I think this game was needed for y'all to kind of bring y'all back down to earth.
It humbled us. It's a humbling experience, is what it is. And
Yeah.
it's always nice when you can get those because you know just as well as I do. Come Monday morning, when they talk about film, Brent Venables is about to get in their ever
Oh,
living
he's gonna lay it
ass.
into their ass. Yeah.
As he should. There was some
Yeah.
blown coverages in this game. This game shouldn't have been this close. And something else that I want to point out. Anybody that lives in Norman, go up there to the stadium and go kick you some field goals. We should have an open tryout for a field goal kicker. Because that guy we got, that is absolute. And that's something you don't usually see that at Oklahoma. We usually got a pretty good field goal kicker.
You don't.
We don't have it right now. That guy's and that can cost you. So other than all of that I just laid out, I'm very, very satisfied and very happy to be 7-0 right now. And on to the next one.
Yeah. Survive and advance. So you guys weren't the only team that had to do that today. Texas did. And look, it wasn't looking good for Oregon. They wound up winning by 2 touchdowns. Teams are gonna have to do that. It's deep into the season.
Yeah.
Conference games are always tough, so never apologize for a win.
Yeah, and then also too, just before we hop off of here, the extra additive too. I mean, that was Dylan Gabriel's old team. That was the team he transferred from. You don't think that those guys over there were hyped up and ready to rock and roll against Dylan Gabriel?
Yeah.
I mean, and Gus Malzahn as a head coach, he's not a slouch. I mean, he can coach. He can coach football. No excuses though. At the end of the day, Corey, we should have busted their ass, and we didn't. But hey, to come out with a W on when we played arguably one of the worst games I've seen him play all season, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So.
All right, my man. You can close this out?
Man, let's go ahead. Let's close this thing out. Hey, guys, if y'all make it to the end of this video and y'all are not subscribed, we're literally sitting at 96 subscribers. Go tell your mom, go tell your dad, your friends, your family about us. Tell them to just hit that subscribe button. Get us to 100. Come on, guys. We're almost there. Also, too, hit that thumbs up button if you guys like the content, you like what you're hearing. Last but not least, though, always drop down there in those comments. We always want to hear from you guys. Till next time, Corey. Peace. Holla at you. Be good.
You too, brother.